What if you wanted to play Yu-Gi-Oh, but God said, furries? That's right, in this episode of A to Z Yu-Gi-Oh, we have hit the letter F and are playing the furry archetype, Fur Hire. No, I am not a furry, have to put that disclaimer out there, but we were playing them regardless. To a quick deck profile, let's start off with two of the big things surrounding this deck. Number one, the elephant in the room. No, we're not playing Runic. Runic starts with R. Fur Hire starts with F. Also, Runic bad, not gonna happen. Secondly, these cards break problem-solving card text because why not? For example, Rex Fight Fur Hire. If this card is normal as special summon, you can add one Spell and Trap Fur Hire from your deck to your hand. That's not how cards are supposed to read. They just break the rules because it's a funny joke about Fur Hire. They're like contractors. Not really contractors. Mercenaries, same thing. But they break card text. It's really funny. I like it. So aside from breaking the game and differing from every other card, the Fur Hires follow a pretty similar mold except for our first card, Rex Fight Fur Hire. So let's get into a card by card. If this card is normal or special summon, you can add a Spell or Trap Fur Hire from your deck to your hand. Then during the main phase, if you control a monster Fur Hire, you can banish him from your graveyard and add a Fur Hire to your hand, or special summon it, and that Fur Hire also has to be in the graveyard. Then we get to the normal types of Fur Hire cards, such as Beat Bladesman Fur Hire, who, during the main phase, you can special summon one Fur Hire from your hand, except for Beat Bladesman Fur Hire. And if a monster is normal or special summoned to your field while you control him, you can add one monster Fur Hire from your deck to your hand. So, they each have an effect to special summon a Fur Hire from your hand, and they each have an effect that triggers when a Fur Hire is special summoned while they're on the field. Now, each of them are going to have this during your main phase. You can special summon one monster Fur Hire from your hand, so we're just not going to read that on each of them. We're just going to talk about their special effects. So, if a monster is special summoned while you control Philo, you can target a monster Fur Hire in your graveyard and special summon it in defense position. Alright, and actually we're going to bounce around a little bit because I feel like Raphael is too important of a card, and I have him way up here in the deck profile. He is a level 8, so he does not have the same restrictions or bonuses as the other cards. But when he's special summoned, you can excavate the top cards of your deck equal to the number of monsters Fur Hire you control with different names, and if you do, add one to your hand, so it's just a free add. Then, when your opponent activates a monster effect, you can discard a card Fur Hire, maybe one that you excavated, and negate it. Wiz Sage Fur Hire is also a level 7, so does not have the little guy effects, and when it's special summoned, you can gain 500 life for each Fur Hire monster you control, great for time. And when your opponent activates a Spell or Trap, notice, slightly different from Raphael, you can discard a Fur Hire and negate the activation. Sagita, Maverick Fur Hire, is a level 5, so the last one that's going to have these funny effects that don't follow the rest of them, has the effect of when it is special summoned, you can inflict 500 damage to your opponent for each monster Fur Hire you control with a different name. Again, great for time, and your opponent cannot target monsters Fur Hire you control with card effects, except for Sagita. Now to the blend of cards that are all going to be similar to each other. Seal, Strategist Fur Hire, has the standard during your main phase, special summon a Fur Hire from your hand, blah blah blah. Then, if a card, Fur Hire specifically, is special summoned while you control this card, you can target a monster Fur Hire in your graveyard and add it to your hand. Next up is Bravo Fighter Fur Hire, has the same special summon effect, and if a monster is special summoned to your field while you control this monster, you can have all Fur Hires you control gain 500 attack and defense until the end of the turn. Next up is Helmer Helmsman Fur Hire. Again, has the special summon effect, and if a Fur Hire is special summoned to your field while you control him, you can discard a Fur Hire to draw one card. Next up, Recon Scout Fur Hire, has the same special summon effect, and if a Fur Hire is special summoned to your field while you control him, you can target a set card on the field and destroy it. And for the last main deck Fur Hire monster, we have Donpla Marksman Fur Hire, has the standard special summon effect, and if a monster Fur Hire is special summoned to your field while you control this monster, you can target a face-up card on the field, destroy it. Onto the spells, we have Rookie Fur Hire, which allows you to tribute a monster, and special summon one monster Fur Hire from your hand or deck, whose level is 1 higher or 1 lower. Then, you can't declare attacks this turn, but it's okay. Next up, Mayhem Fur Hire allows you to target a Fur Hire monster in your graveyard and special summon it in defense position. Fossil Dig, add a level 6 or lower dinosaur monster from your deck to your hand. Oh, well, what did you know? Rex is a dinosaur. One Regeki, just a great board wipe. Call by the Grave keeps your plays going. Rhoda searches for Beat. 1-for-1 special summons the level 1 Philo. And Feather Duster, great for getting rid of traps. Ash Blossom and Joyous Spring, come on, you already know. Nibiru, come on, you already know. Ghost Bell and Haunted Mansion, probably the last hand trap that I would say. You can replace this with whatever you feel like. I just think it's fun. And Imperm, why not have a hand trap that's a trap? To the extra deck, we'll start out with 3 full gold Justice for Hires. Requires 3 monsters with different types and can't be used as link material. But if it's a link summon, you can special summon a monster for hire with a different type from the 3 monsters used for the link summon from your deck in defense position. Then, if a card your opponent controls is destroyed by battle or card effect, which we can do with our own effects, we can draw a card, and if we control 3 more monsters for hire, we can draw 2 additional cards, potentially netting us a draw 3 for a card with 2400 attack. Like, let's get it. Next up, 2 Donner Dagger for hires. Requires 2 monsters with different types. Then we can target a monster for hire we control and a monster our opponent controls, destroy both of them. Or we can tribute a monster and special summon a monster for hire from your hand or graveyard. And if we tributed a link monster, we can special summon another monster. Make that 2 special summons for 1 tribute? Okay, I see you. To the more general extra deck monsters, we got Almirage, a nice little link one. Very good with Donner, potentially netting us bonus special summons. An IP Masquerena, you know, just great for linking. And an Underworld Goddess of the Closed World. Use our opponent's monsters to link climb. I guess we're not climbing anymore once you hit 5, but link away an opponent's monster. Access Code Talker, big damage, big pops. I'm in. Nightmare Phoenix, get rid of a spell and trap. Nightmare Unicorn, shuffle whatever we want. And to the XYZs, we have the Gigantic Sprite, who we can actually make because Rex and Recon are level 2s, so it is possible. Then we have the Downer Magician to overlay after we make our Gigantic Sprite. And then we have our Zeus and our Typhon, just great XYZs that we can lair and clear the board with. Now that we've seen the deck, let's see what it can actually do in some duels. Now let's jump right into the first duel, and the first thing that you should notice is the Cuddle Team Leader card sleeves. Yes, that's right, the best furry is a Fortnite furry. Forget I said that. Let's just play some card games. And we draw pretty good here with some hand traps and some fur hires. We'll start off normal summoning Beat and special summon out the Raphael. Then we'll activate both their effects. Raphael getting us an Imperm, great more non-engine. We'll use Beat to add the Donpa. We'll go Donner effect, letting us bring back the Raphael and special summoning the Donpa. Then we can set the Imperm and end our turn. Our opponent goes for a Magic Keyword, which we will Ash Blossom right away. Then, Pen Scales coming down. Will he Pen Summon? No. He's just adding a trap. Metal Foes counter. It's fine, it's fine. He goes for a Ritual Summon. Ritual Summons out the Battle Buster, but on the Battle Buster effect, we can Imperm. And that should be the end of his turn, and it is. He's going to go Battle Effect, attack over the Donpa, and add a Vanisher to his hand, but we're chilling. Raphael's got way more points, and we draw a Rex. Rex, get that Rookie for hire. We'll go Duster, get rid of that pesky back row, and special summon out Philo from the Rookie. Then we can go Rex effect in the grave, bringing back Beat. Philo effect, bringing back the Donpa. Beat effect, adding a Bravo to our hand, and this should honestly do it. We can special summon the Bravo. This lets us get rid of the Battle Buster, make a full go because why not? Beat effect, giving everyone 500 attack, and that is game. GG's, maybe not easies, but GG's indeed. So much non-engine, so much swarming of the board. When these cards start going, they just keep on moving. And we didn't even get to use Raphael's negate. Like, for a higher OP, question mark? So, into the second game of the day, again, we're rocking the Cuddle Team Leader. It's just amazing. And this time we draw no non-engine against Lightsworn, a deck that has gotten some pretty good new support recently, so let's see what we can do. We'll start our turn out with a Fossil Dig. Why not thin the deck a little, get that Rex, even though he's not going to be the first card we use. We'll go Beat, special summon out the Donpa, then we can go Beat effect, adding a Philo. Donpa, special summoning that Philo. Donpa effect on the special to destroy itself, because why not? Philo effect, activating, summoning Bravo, summoning Donpa, summoning Rex. Oh my gosh, we're going crazy. We make Fogo, and we have 3 cards. Special summon out that Raphael. Raphael effect, 1, 2, 3. What are we going to add? We can add the Nibiru for some follow-up. We'll go Rex, special summoning back out our Beat. and we can link it into a Masquerena in case we need to make a goddess? Question mark? And the Called By, and the Mayhem for Hire if we need it. Oh, we're in a good spot. Our opponent goes Weiss and Phaetus, but we are chilling. We're chilling. We can go for Hire. Special summon to get the draw 3. We draw. Okay, double Ash, double Nibiru. A little bit suspect, but we're fine. Our opponent goes Minerva and is activating a Law in the graveyard. And this we're going to Masquerena into the Underworld Goddess. Put that away. And he still gets to do a lot of graveyard shenanigans. We can go Underworld Goddess effect to negate the Weiss, but he still gets to activate a lot more. He clears our Raphael, but after he clears the Raphael, he realizes he don't have no more gas. 2 many negates. The Underworld Goddess being able to steal his monster just because of how much bonus we have. Let's not forget, we didn't activate Nibiru. Like, if your plays don't get interrupted turn 1, and keep in mind, I believe we had a Called By this game, so we were pretty good either way. You just keep going and going and going, and you don't stop. And then on your opponent's turn, they have to stop because there's too much that they gotta respect. And that's a wrap. Honestly, the furries were pretty fun. Obviously, you know, like I mentioned earlier, the elephant in the room, they are better if you play them with For Hire. Runic For Hire, pretty good deck. Pure For Hire's a little bit too gas. You know, like you're just comboing. Special summon. If you get interrupted, you just have a level 2 on the board and you're screwed. But it's pretty fun. Maybe not the most comp deck, maybe not the most meta, but it's really fun. You get to play with a lot of little guys, you're swarming, and I had a great time doing so. If you have any suggestions for decks in the future, maybe farther down the alphabet, because I don't think we'll be getting back to A, B, C, or D anytime soon, let me know. And other than that, have a great day, everybody.